You know, we all have these incredible highs and these really tough lows. But what's fascinating is the words we use for those feelings. And it turns out the words we pick can literally shape how we feel them. We're going to dive right into that today.
I mean, you've totally been there, right? You've got this huge emotion bubbling up inside, and all you can think of is happy or sad. It just doesn't feel like enough, does it? The word is just too small for the feeling. Well, that's what we're tackling today, finding the words that actually fit.
Okay, so here's the plan. We'll kick things off with our emotional language, then jump on an emotional roller coaster. After that, we'll solve a classic grammar puzzle, build up your emotional toolkit, and finally, talk about why this is all so important. Sound good? Let's go.
All right, first up, our emotional language. Think of it like this. It's time to upgrade our emotional vocabulary. We're moving beyond the starter pack of just happy and sad.
You know, life throws all sorts of stuff at us. Amazing highs, really tough lows. And having the right words for it all, it's not about sounding smarter. It's actually a tool for understanding ourselves and everyone around us a whole lot better. It's like a map for navigating that kind of complicated landscape inside our own head. Okay, so to really see how this works in the real world, we're going to follow a story. We're tagging along with a woman named Tina. She's heading to a theme park for the day. And let me tell you, it becomes a literal roller coaster. And a roller coaster of feelings.
So this is where it all begins. Tina gets this email from her friends about the trip. And her gut reaction? Fear. This one line, "I've always been scared of the big rides," just sets the whole scene, doesn't it? It's that feeling of dread that I think a lot of us know all too well. And wow, this picture just says it all, right? Check out these two guys, Paul and Don. They're on the exact same ride, but look at their faces. Paul on the left, he looks pumped, totally confident. Then you've got Don on the right. He looks, well, anxious, terrified even. It's a perfect example. Same situation, completely different emotional experience.
So let's track Tina's journey. I mean, look at this. She starts out fed up, then she's relieved, then it's back to scared and angry. A little later, she's anxious, and then boom, she ends up surprised. It's a total whirlwind, and it really shows you just how fast our feelings can change 1 minute to the next.
Okay, so Tina's story really brings up a super important point. If we want to talk about these feelings accurately, we need the right tools in our language toolkit. And that leads us straight to a classic grammar head-scratcher, the whole ed versus ing thing. Let's finally clear this up for good.
So here it is, the big rule. It's actually pretty simple when you see it like this. Adjectives ending in ed describe a feeling. It's how a person feels inside. But adjectives ending in ing, they describe the cause of the feeling, the thing that's making you feel that way. So ed is the feeling, ing is the cause. Got it? Let's make this super clear with an example. Take the word bored, ending in ed. That's how you feel. It's your internal feeling. So you'd say, "I was really bored on holiday." The feeling is inside of you.
Okay, now let's flip it around. Boring, with an ing. That describes the thing that caused the feeling. What made you feel bored? The holiday. So you'd say, "The holiday was boring." It's so clear when you see it that way, right? One's the feeling, the other's the reason for it.
All right, let's nail this down. So, the show that made you feel bad was disappointing. How did you feel? You were surprised. The ride that caused the fear was terrifying. And that holiday that wasn't peaceful? It wasn't relaxing. See, once you get this rule, everything just clicks into place, and what you're trying to say becomes so much clearer. Awesome. Now that we've got that grammar rule down, we can really start having some fun. It's time to build out your emotional toolkit. This is where we go from just okay words to really powerful, precise words that capture exactly what's going on inside.
I mean, think about it. Feelings aren't just on or off, right? They have different levels, different intensities. You didn't just feel pleased when you got that amazing news, you were probably delighted. And Tina, back at the theme park, she wasn't just scared, she was terrified. Grabbing that stronger word makes what you're saying so much more real and impactful. And this chart is a great way to see your options. So instead of just saying pleased, you could say glad, or you could really ramp it up and say delighted. Or look at frightened, maybe you're scared or afraid, or if it's really intense, you're terrified. And it works for other feelings too. Why be annoyed when you could be furious? Or why just be surprised when you could be astonished?
Okay, here's one last little trick for your toolkit. It's all about adding more detail. You can use the word that and then explain the situation, or use to and then an action. Like, Maria was sorry that she missed the party, or Maria was pleased to get the invitation. It's a really simple way to make your sentences richer and give people more context.
All right, so we've got the rules down, we've built up our toolkit, but let's get to the big question. So what? Why does any of this even matter? Why do feelings need words anyway? Well, in this last part, we're going to see that this is about so much more than just grammar.
And honestly, this might be the most important part of our whole chat. There's this idea called labeling, and it's basically this. Giving a name to your feeling is the first step to actually dealing with it. You know that feeling when an emotion is just this big, foggy, messy cloud inside you? It's overwhelming. But the moment you can say, okay, this is anxiety, or I'm feeling frustrated, suddenly you have some power over it. You can look at it, figure it out, and then decide what to do about it.
So really, what we've been talking about are superpowers. Seriously. When you have a richer emotional vocabulary, you can communicate way better. You develop deeper empathy because you can actually understand what other people are going through. And maybe the biggest one of all, you get this incredible self-awareness. You can navigate your own mind with so much more confidence.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. Just think about your day so far. Can you pinpoint one feeling you've had and give it a new, more precise name? Were you just a little annoyed, or were you actually furious? Were you kind of surprised, or were you absolutely astonished? You have these words now. They're part of your toolkit. Go use them.